This video is my pretty little baby. Caress her and get your share of enjoyment as if it were a movie. Now the movie unfolds. The story Snowfall of Secrets. The snow fell gently outside their chalet in Zermatt, Switzerland, blanketing the alpine village in silence and white. Two couples, close friends for years, were supposed to be enjoying the trip of a lifetime. Instead, under the pristine surface, cracks were forming. Daniel and Rachel Thompson, from Oregon, had been married 15 years. Daniel, founder of a modest but growing tech company, was practical and deeply loyal. Rachel, an art teacher, was emotional, curious, and at times, restless. Their companions were Michael and Claire Whitmore, a stylish British couple who had settled in Boston. Michael, sharp and magnetic, was a luxury property consultant. Claire ran a boutique fashion brand online, reserved but kind-hearted. The four had bonded over years of friendship. The husbands were especially close, hiking, investing, and philosophizing over wine. When Michael suggested they all vacation in Switzerland for 2 weeks, everyone eagerly agreed. The first few days were everything they'd hoped for: skiing in St. Moritz, sipping cocoa by icy lakes, riding cable cars through snow-covered peaks. The friends laughed, drank wine, and soaked in the surreal landscape. But slowly, something changed. Rachel began spending more time around Michael. At first, it was innocent. Longer conversations at breakfast, shared jokes during the train ride to Interlaken. But Daniel noticed the little things. Michael's hand brushing Rachel's lower back, Rachel laughing a little too brightly at his every word. On the 6th night, they stayed in a private chalet near Lauterbrunnen. Daniel awoke past midnight, unable to sleep, and wandered to the common room for a glass of water. There, in the flickering firelight, he saw shadows. Two silhouettes, close, too close. He froze behind a stone pillar. Rachel and Michael stood by the fireplace. She laughed, softly, as he touched a strand of her hair. He leaned in. They kissed. It was brief, but it was enough. Daniel returned to his room, heart pounding like a war drum. He didn't sleep that night. The next morning, Rachel seemed brighter. Almost glowing. Claire, ever sweet, was none the wiser. Michael acted as if nothing had happened. But Daniel couldn't pretend. He pulled Michael aside later that day, during a hike near the frozen lake. "I saw you last night," he said simply. Michael's smile faded. "Dan, I saw you kiss her." A beat of silence. "It wasn't supposed to happen," Michael said. "I didn't plan it. We were just talking, and it felt natural." "She's my wife." "I know," Michael whispered, truly remorseful. "I screwed up." Back at the chalet, Daniel confronted Rachel. She didn't lie. "I'm sorry," she said tearfully. "It just happened." He listened. "He saw me in a way I haven't felt seen in years." Daniel's heart cracked. "So, what now? I still love you. I don't want to lose you." Meanwhile, guilt was creeping into Claire's world too. Michael, struggling with his conscience, told her everything that night. Claire's face turned pale. "You betrayed both of us." "I didn't mean to," he whispered. "It was a stupid mistake." Claire stormed off, tears in her eyes. The next 2 days were cold in more ways than one. The couples avoided each other. Meals were silent. Plans cancelled. Then came the snowstorm. Heavy winds, blinding snow, and a power outage at the chalet stranded them inside. Roads were shut. The fire was the only warmth. With candles lit and wine on the table, Daniel broke the silence. "We should talk, all of us." Claire, hurt but composed, nodded. Rachel, teary-eyed, looked down. Michael shifted uncomfortably. "I want to understand how this happened," Daniel said. "And what it means." Rachel spoke softly. "I've been feeling invisible. Stuck in a pattern." And Michael just paid attention. It was wrong. But it made me feel alive. Claire looked at Michael. And what about me? Am I invisible too? Michael was speechless. Then Daniel said something that surprised everyone. Despite all this, I don't want our marriage to end over one mistake. Rachel looked up, eyes wide. I don't either, she whispered. Michael, ashamed, said, Claire, I don't expect forgiveness. But I will do whatever it takes to make it right. Claire stayed quiet. Later that night, unable to sleep, Daniel and Michael decided to go for a walk in the snow to clear their heads. As they approached the edge of the lake, they didn't notice the thin layer of ice below the snow. Suddenly, Michael slipped, and the ice cracked beneath him. Before he could react, he plunged waist deep into the freezing water. Daniel rushed to help, lying flat on the ice and pulling with all his strength. Hold on! With a final yank, he dragged Michael out onto solid ground, both shivering, soaked, and gasping. Back at the chalet, the women were shocked to see them return covered in snow and soaked to the bone. Rachel helped Daniel. Claire wrapped Michael in blankets. In that moment, as fear gave way to relief, something thawed in all of them. They had come close to losing everything. Not just marriages, but lives. In the raw aftermath, ego dissolved. The next morning, as the snowstorm cleared and sun lit the mountains, the four sat on the balcony, sipping hot coffee, bundled in silence. Michael finally spoke. When we get back, I'll do counseling, whatever it takes. I'll earn your trust back, Claire. If you'll give me the chance. Claire nodded slowly. We'll see, but I want to try. Rachel turned to Daniel. I'm sorry, I want us again. Daniel nodded. Then let's rebuild. They left Switzerland 2 days later, not as 4 happy tourists, but as 4 people broken and mending, human and humbled. Sometimes it takes a storm to shake us awake. And sometimes, forgiveness begins where truth is finally spoken. Did you like my pretty little baby? Was the video entertaining like a movie? Then please share, like, and comment on the video. Also subscribe to my channel now. Thanks a lot. Bye till I come with the next video, baby.